All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the ESC Elite Clash of the Champions. I am ESC Songers, and joined with me is
Taneg.
And we are going to be casting the second game between TubbyTheFat and coL.Ryze.
Yeah, it's an exciting match. We got a DayBreak coming up as the next map.
First game was... and Ryze's body is ready, just so everyone knows they're always ready.
To get some revenge, try and bring up that score to 1-1.
Definitely. I thought he had that. I thought Ryze had that at the beginning, but... Tubby was able to pull it out, you know, just at the end, during that fight, sniped all the Infestors, sniped all the Broodlords, and then pushed the victory.
Just gotta watch that Infestor energy. You can't be aggressive unless you have enough bank to hold that army in place.
I always imagine when Infestors are doing fungal groups, they're kind of like shooting it out of their butts. So you can just imagine in that fight, they're just like, ugh, and then nothing came out. It was just really awkward for everyone. And so here we have in the bottom left-hand corner, spawning as the red Zerg, it is coL.Ryze.
Alright, here spawning in the northeast position, we have Infinity Sevens, TubbyTheFat.
Alright, so this map is going to be on DayBreak, and I don't know about your opinion, but I always feel like Zerg has the advantage on this map.
I do too. The natural here is pretty big. It's kind of tough to get a good Forge Fast expand on it for one. There's the multi-prong Zergling run-bys that are possible.
That's the thing I'm worried about. It's that multi-pronged Zergling run-by. You see, the third base is, for me, is like for the pros players, it seems like so far away. It just seems really easy to run by and snipe. And we saw that in the last game, actually, where Ryze was able to come in and just snipe that Nexus so fast, even before the Zealot Warp had finished. It was insane. A little more banter about Blizzard going on over here. Whoops, a little bit of a mic poop, but that's okay. So Ryze, we'll see if he's going to be, looks like the expansion is going to be coming down for TubbyTheFat right now. Not going to be going to block just yet. Usually, Protoss likes to block around the 2-minute mark. That's about when the hatchery typically comes down for a Zerg player. Just going to scout around right now, being a little bit annoying, seeing everything that's going on in the Zerg base, and there goes that probe. He's going to get ready to block the Overlords.
Yeah, I guess we'll probably see the pylon block. Yeah, I love the banter between these two. Makes the intro game a little less boring.
No minerals if you're on island, that is for sure. So back at the Protoss place, just crowing about those Protoss, going to be getting that Nexus first, as it looks like it's going to be a Nexus first to me at least. You know, getting up to 17
I think so.
probes.
He hasn't found any pool.
No, for sure.
I believe it dropped after he left the base, so he doesn't know it's there.
Here comes the drone saying, "Get away from my base! I want to turn into a hatchery. I want to become something bigger." And there he goes.
It off without the block.
So the probe is going to probably get out there. Overlord's now moving into the Protoss base, just going to scatter a little bit. And there comes the Nexus down first for TubbyTheFat. So both players having their expansions at pretty similar times.
And that's what I was pointing out here. See, it's so big that it's not really feasible for one pylon to easily power this, or you run the risk of having like sort of a concaved wall that can be sniped easily by roaches.
That's for sure. A little, not too much love for cheesers here, ruining the game of StarCraft, says both players. And, you know, I don't know about you. What do you think about cheese? What's your opinion on that?
I hate it on the ladder, but it's kind of exciting in a tournament.
I feel like it's like one of those like little strategies you have in your back pocket, right? I mean, if you're out to win a tournament, to win it.
Okay, I like it if it's not happening to me.
If it doesn't, that's for sure. So there goes down the gateway and the first cannon coming down for Emma Stone. Going to check out the third once again. Going to see if he's going to drop that pylon right now or even a bit later. So Zerglin's going to come, going to chase this probe out. Will the probe drop down the pylon time? Doesn't seem like he's going to be able to end. Yes, he does. Have you ever done that before where you drop a pylon and then the Zerg just puts down the hatchery anyways and you're just like, damn it. Just that one square off, basically. Wasted mineral there.
I have one time put down my pylon that blocked my own expansion. I was like, no!
Oh, I've done that so many times. It's embarrassing.
It is. You feel so stupid.
Yeah. So,
luckily, these players don't have that problem.
No, definitely not. So the gateway has completed now. We'll be seeing the cybercore going. Is that? No, not a full wall out. There seems to be a little gap. Thank you, cameraman. Excellent camera movement over there.
I like walls like that because your opponent might not notice that there actually is a gap and might be like, oh, it's secure.
It's here. I can't go past it, right? Even though they could get a run by through. Or, on the other hand, happens to you where you're like, it's secure. And then Zerglings run through and wreck your day. So this pylon's going to be taken out by the two Zerglings over there. And the double gas going down for TubbyTheFat.
Double gas for both.
Double gas for both. You are correct, good sir. And the Zerg timing still a little earlier than usual, but still pretty standard there, getting the double gas. Wonder what he's going to be doing with that. Right now just powering those drones, and here comes the third base, but oh, good timing there. Is able to take it out. Lings are going to be chasing that probe, but nope, going to go straight back to the pylon, and he's doing a great job here, Tubby is.
Yeah, good job denying that. It doesn't seem like a long time, but every bit you can deny that, it just adds up and adds up and adds up.
For sure, especially if that's what Zerg wants to be doing here. There comes the speed, and the Roach Warren is going to be going down. On the other hand, Tubby has been getting his sentries out, he's collecting his gas, and here comes the Robo.
Finally we see some tech. So, different from last game, we're not going to see the early Stargate at all.
No, for sure. This early Stargate, it did pretty well. I mean, it worked to his advantage. He was able to snipe those Overlords, get that good scout off. But this time he's kind of playing a little bit blind right now. I mean, he has these probes that are coming out, but once the Zergling numbers get high enough, he's not going to be able to get any kind of probe scouts out.
No, so Zergling speed is nearly complete.
Oh, we see some shenanigans.
Oh yeah, cannoning the third.
I'm pretty sure this Overlord could see him. It's like, probe, what are you doing? Just stop. Don't
yeah,
do this. But we see 9 roaches going to be popping out, so these roaches will definitely get there in time before any cannons come out. So this is basically around 200 minerals lost for TubbyTheFat here.
Oh, even more.
Oh, he's been getting a extractor.
Oh no.
Maybe she's trying to get that extra vision or somewhat. The Queen is going to be able to take out these cannons before they finish with the 2 Zerglings.
Yeah, it won't even need the roaches.
No, it won't even need them. So the roaches instead, they're just going to go straight for the base. Just moving across the map. They don't have their speed yet, so still a little slow.
This could be quite a strong push. There's not a whole lot for TubbyTheFat in the base. They got an Immortal about to pop out, but there aren't many gateway units.
Nope, and somehow this cannon was able to get up, and that Queen's actually under fire here. This cannon rush actually succeeded. I think Ryze, deciding to go for the counter, actually let his third base get cannon rushed.
And it will eventually go down if he doesn't bring the roaches back. But
although
it looks like he's just going to press through, and like I said, there's a Zealot and 2 sentries with an Immortal just popping now.
Yep, and there goes the first force field going down, but Zerg's going to go straight for that that forge there. He's getting quite a lot of damage. The +1 upgrades has to be cancelled, or else he's going to be taken out. Roaches aren't able to get away, but these cannons still burning away at that hatchery. So there goes. Oh, the forge does get force field. It might actually. No, it's not where it's going to complete. That's not where it's going to complete. But
that forge does go down. Doing tons of damage. It may possibly be able to fend this off, and it looks like...
Oh no!
Oh no!
Immortal's getting surrounded, but the probe... Oh, nice force field there. Able to save that Immortal. Lings can't get in, and Immortal's just dishing away at these Zerglings. And you know what? I'm just going to go inside your main base. One Immortal's under attack there. Zergling's going to take down a hardened shield so fast.
Here's the big...
Oh my goodness.
Big reinforcement sliding in the back there.
And this base is just totally open to attack here. Warp gates just completed, so they just turned into warp gates. There's no reinforcements here. So many probes are going down.
He's actually doing a good job defending that Immortal with the probes, though, but it just wasn't quite enough. Oh, now we see them focusing the Robo Bay. But the Zealots are pushing it back.
Yeah, he was able to kill this third base. I mean, he lost a lot of workers, but here comes just more reinforcement Lings. And, Ryze smells blood. He's just sending everything he's got over to this base right now.
Yeah, he's at a 40 supply lead now. He's managed to knock out one of the gateways.
22 harvesters to 39.
TubbyTheFat is at quite a disadvantage.
He is able to micro that Immortal, though, taking out the couple remaining roaches, but Lings are going to be able to get that surround, and there goes the Immortal.
Great Mortal Micro, though, pushing it into the corner, trying to get the longest life out of it possible.
That's for sure, and now these Lings sniping these probes, trying to get them all into the simulator. Once the last Zealot falls, though, it's just going to be sentries against Zerglings, which is never a good story for the sentries.
Oh, a good force field. Block him out.
But you
managed to save some of the workers at least, but there's still just more pouring in. There's no way he can defend this. Look at this.
There's just red just streaming across the map. We've been getting that Spire. Ryze is always prepared to see, what happens. Even if this does fail, he'll have some sort of transition to go into. A lot of sentries out now. We'll not be able to get this round. Those Zerglings will not, as they do have force fields. But so many workers have been killed. I mean, even if Tubby holds this, which he seems like to have, as the Zerglings have backed out, where can he go from here?
He's going to be a big uphill battle. He's lost a lot of workers and a lot of tech.
He needs to figure out some sort of transition he's going to do, but, you know, sure, he's going to warp in a couple of Zealots here. They're going to be attacking this base over here, but with the Lings and the Queens coming out, and even the Spire getting close to completion, these Lings, look, the Zealots just got trapped, and there we go. There goes the little counterattack that Tubby was going to do. Zerg expanded to the forward third base there, typically where the fourth is, and going to finally take out these cannons with the Roaches.
Yeah, the Spire's about to complete now, so we'll probably see some Mutalisks come into play maybe. Try and finish this off. We know there's not much anti-air to help defend it.
All we have is
or maybe
a
we'll
couple of
just wait
sentries.
to see the Broodlords come.
I wonder if Ryze is going to drag it out that long again, and you know, even
there are the
possibly.
Mutalisks. 5 Mutalisks being built right now.
And they're going to go straight for the, you know, straight for the worker line of TubbyTheFat. Right now, you know, you're right. There's no anti-air. We have a couple of sentries and zealots, and that's about it. We have 5 sentries, 6 sentries, and that's it.
Yeah, so that's definitely not enough. The 2 Immortals can't do anything. They can't look up.
I wish they could. That'd be amazing. They
We
should
see,
look up and do AoE damage.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Things
we
would
just
just
see
blow out of
Ryze
the
has
sky.
cleared out that third base now, so now you can retake it.
Yeah, just Mutalisks coming out, and it looks like he's just, you know, gathering up what army he has. He has a bunch of Mutalisks in the middle. He's got his Overlord spread across the map pretty beautifully here. And here comes a pylon wall for TubbyTheFat here, just trying to, you know, fight the good fight, do what he can.
Not the strongest wall, but I suppose it's better than nothing.
Have you ever played Age of Empires?
No, I have not.
This reminds me of those first palisade wooden walls that you have right in the beginning before you got stone walls. They were always really weak, but really fast to put up. And still quite effective against the Lings, though. But, you know, once Tubby sees these mutas, he might just even just tap out. We'll see.
Oh, he just did another warp into Sentry. So he's going for kind of a Sentry Immortal push here.
The 14-minute Sentry Immortal
Yeah,
push.
I was just going to say, it's quite good if you don't do it in 14 minutes.
So, just posturing yourself at the ramp there, and oh my goodness, this Mutaflock is absolutely scary.
Oh yeah, we see him taking his 3rd and his 5th now.
So Ryze is just commanding lead of this game. Here comes the counterattack, the 2-prong attack. So here comes the Mutalisk harassing the back. We have the Lings just going to run through, but the wall off is good. They won't be able to get in, but oh my goodness, what is Tubby going to do? It looks like he's just going to go sit at the watchtower. I think Tubby's just going to go for it. This is going to be a kind of a base race scenario, except the problem is Ryze has a lot more bases.
Yeah.
And there goes the first Nexus going down. Mutalisk harassing the back. There goes both Nexuses.
His TubbyTheFat's one hope is that, as we mentioned before in another game, Mutalisks are terrible at defending. And there really isn't a whole lot of Lings here to help with that defense, although they're running back now, so if they can get there in time.
Exactly. The thing, Tubby's army is not very, it's not a very high DPS army when we think about it. It's mainly comprised of sentries.
He's going to need some good force fields here to have any chance of holding,
Definitely.
continuing this attack.
With that Guardian Shield up, going to reduce that muta damage by 2. But here comes the huge Zerg army. Getting a nice positioning there by Tubby, getting that little corner. Going to be able to use force field to keep all those Zerglings out. Mutas come up right ahead. Nice force fields there, blocking himself all in. But they're just not doing enough damage to the air army, and Tubby does have to tap out.
Yeah, Mutalisks are terrible at defending. When you have that many, just sentries, not so terrible.